Okay, this is a fallen pine, and it's similar to this species here, which has come down a long time ago. And these are really good to look for, particular pines like this, because they can contain what's known as fat wood. Let's have a look at that. I've already taken some fat wood from these stubs here, these side branches. So here's one here. You're looking for this golden yellow color. There was another one there, one I just took there. When you cut it with a saw, the sawdust is very sticky, waxy almost, a kind of waxy stickiness, smells intensely of pine. That's the terpenes, that's the kind of organic chemical in the resin. And why do they form here on these side branches? Not all side branches have it. See, here's one here. You cut into it and it's not sticky at all. It's not amber in color. So not all side branches have it. That one didn't have it either. So when the tree dies, essentially what happens, so you've got this living tree and you can see some stubs up there along the branch where branches have broken off. They'll also contain fat wood up there. So when the tree dies, essentially the resin, which is the sap, also contains a lot of water in there, and the water eventually evaporates out of the dead tree, and you're just left with concentrated resin. And this resin has a twofold function, not only for transporting nutrients within the tree, and that it also has an antibacterial and antifungal effect as well. So despite this being a rotten old tree, you can see here it's quite rotten, it's all broken apart. Where the resin concentration is at its highest, this wood is unaffected, completely unaffected wood, and is in good condition. So even despite the fact that the trees may be down and look completely knackered, they might have fat wood stubs in them. So that's what you've got to look for. You've got to look for the side branches only. You'll recognize them because as I've made in previous videos, you won't be able to kick them off. They're really quite strong. You can't break them with your hands. You whack them with a stick. There's no way you're going to break that. That'll take 100 kilos plus across the force of that diameter branch here before that would snap off. Okay, now if you had an axe, the other way to take it, you saw me take it with a saw and a knife, different techniques there. The other way is if you've got an axe or a hatchet, preferably even an axe, because a hatchet may not be strong enough. You can split this old wood apart, and where this enters inside of the main heartwood of the tree, the heartwood will also be identical to this. So inside of here, more than likely, will be also huge amounts of fat wood inside of there, but you really need an axe for that. That's too difficult to do with a saw or whatever. Here's another branch here, and you can see when this died, it tried to recover from a wound. This is what's called the cambial layer, started growing around there, but I can bet if we try to this will break because that's rotten, but this here, there's no way that's going to break, and that's because this is also a fat wood stub here as well too, coincident with this one. Yeah, there you go. That's how to identify fat wood. You're looking for pines with stubs on like that. The reason why they're still sticking out is because they will not break, because they're very, very strong, and they will not rot. They will stay there for years and years and years. All right, so there you go, a tip to look for and find fat wood. And of course, why do we want fat wood? Because this stuff just makes excellent fire tinder. This burns like no tomorrow. Either the sawdust or shavings from it or small pieces, and this can really get your fire going even in the pouring down rain. This stuff's kind of like waterproof, and you can see, yeah, this has been subjected to the weather for many years here, many years, and it's just not rotting. It's unaffected. So it's a great natural fire tinder, and it's found throughout the entire world wherever resinous pines can be found growing. Yeah, okay. Thanks for watching. Bush Camping Tools here.